Alright, hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo43, once again bringing you all week 3 of the PAC League. Today we're going to be playing against Mount Tai H, representing the Immunity Idols. And before we get into the match, let's look at his draft real quick. His draft consists of a Braviary, a Chandelure, a Claydol, a Clefable, a Ferrothorn, a Magneton, Nadu, Obstagoon, Throw, Toxapex, Zygarde 10%. Now, I'm afraid of his Zygarde, obviously, because it pretty much plays the same role as Zygarde 50%, which we played in week 1, and that thing was actually harassing me throughout the entirety of the match. There's no surprise if Zygarde 10% were to do the same thing. He also has 2 Defiant users in Braviary and the Obstagoon, so Intimidate Crocodile is not an option, obviously, so obviously there's going to be a lot of threats here. He could play this in the most obnoxious way possible, or he could play this in the most hyper-offensive way possible. Particularly if he wants to play passively, he could bring Toxapex, Clefable, and Ferrothorn. And but if he wants to play like hyper-offensive, he'd probably bring Braviary, Chandelure, Obstagoon, and Zygarde. Or he could bring a hybrid of the two, so that's what I'm worried about, if he actually chooses to bring a hybrid of the two. Because then I won't be able to do much. He'll be able to basically play around my stuff. Which I think in my case, I am going to try to play a more, I think, hyper-offensive role. Since I'm actually trying to just get this guy out of the way. Let it be known that this guy is also a bit of a threat because of the fact that, I remember what I mentioned about the whole, like, having a good score in order to actually participate in the PAC League. This guy supposedly has the highest score of all of us in this league, so I'm kind of expecting this guy to be kind of good. Hell, his team name's already scary. The Immunity Idols. It almost sounds like he's saying that he's immune to losing, at least to amateurs like myself. But yeah, that's gonna be scary, obviously. So we're gonna see what we can do. Obviously, we're gonna pick this team, obviously. Hopefully we don't have an inconvenience this time, like we did last time, because that would be bad. We're going to battle in land mode. And yeah, let me see if he's telling me what to type. I do 152, okay. 152, 152, 152. Okay. There's a chance I might move my mic a lot because, again, when recording live, I have to kind of look at my monitor. Then I have to look at my TV because it's from the TV I focus on most of the time. So, yeah, do be aware of that, basically. So if you notice that I sound a lot, like, lower, it's probably because I'm turning away and facing the television, basically. So, yeah. Oh, also, per se, dumbass. I'm all here, like, not doing shit right. Okay, so let me jot down his stuff. So he has a Ferrothorn. Okay, he brought Ferrothorn, which was what I was afraid of. Ferro, he brought Obstagoon. Okay, Obstagoon is scary for various reasons, because it hits really hard with the Guts ability, if it's Guts, obviously. He brought Chandelure. He brought Clefable. He brought the lameness that is Toxapex. Okay, so he pretty much brought, and he brought Magneton, okay. So he brought Magneton. Loki wasn't expecting Magneton, but I was kind of thinking he also might want to bring it, if only because that's one of his ways to get around the Azumarill. It also keeps Azumarill from setting up. So, okay. As for what I want to lead with, now that's a good question, because he could lead with the Magneton if it's Scarfed, obviously. I actually don't have any immunities today, actually, for that, which could be problematic. I think I also got rid of Flamethrower from Dragapult in exchange for Thunderbolt, because I felt like Toxapex and Braviary was going to be a lot more annoying to deal with. Okay, but I think I will lead with... Flareon. This might seem a little cliched, but we're gonna do it. Especially considering I put Flareon up in front. Like, I should probably think about positioning my mons a certain way, but oh well, I didn't. Okay, hopefully there's no inconveniences this time with the land mode here. Because last week, yeah, obviously I had to record my match in a different way because of the fact that the land mode was kind of failing. Ooh, this landscape is pretty nice though. He is going to lead with the freaking Magneton. I should be able to take a Volt Switch decently well. Now the question is, I feel like he's going to Volt Switch, so I need to know where he's going to possibly want to switch in. He might switch to the Obstagoon question mark. Either that or the Chandelure. He might go hard at Chandelure or Toxapex if he wants to set up hazards. Just for that, I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, because if he goes into Toxapex, we can burn that. If he goes into Chandelure, we bite it, because I have bite for this thing, by the way. He's gonna Volt Switch though. Wow, that does a lot actually. Is this Specs? I know its special attack is 120, but that's still a lot actually. Hold on, let me move my mic a bit, just so I can look at the screen while also looking at the events going on in my TV, obviously. Okay, he does go into the Toxapex like I feared. Now the problem here is that he could go for the Toxic Spikes now, which, yeah, isn't good, obviously. Gonna get some leftovers here. I wish I had Protect on this Flareon, but I don't, because there's almost no reason to run it. I think I ran this offensively with some HP investment, particularly so I can take hits while also being able to dish out damage with Flare Blitz. Because once the Toxapex and the Chandelure are gone, nothing's gonna appreciate Flare Blitz. So now the question is, what do I want to switch out here? There's not a whole lot that can dish out damage to this thing, so I don't want to send in Dragapult with Thunderbolt because that's kind of predictable at this point. And he could just go back into Magneton, which would suck. Okay, then in that case, I think I'm gonna just go into, I guess, Roserade. I mean, Roserade can't do much to the Magneton either, but he could set up the spikes at the very least. He's gonna go for Skull. That's fine. I have Natural Cure for that. I'm gonna try to set up spikes. Yeah, I'm gonna try to set up spikes here. I would go for Giga Drain, but the thing is that it would be it wouldn't do much to what's it called. I have Growth, obviously, by the way. I forgot to mention that. I could set up on this if I wanted to, but not yet because of the fact that Chandelure's there. So what I'm gonna do is just set up the spikes right here. He stays in. Does this have Ice Beam or does this have its own hazards? Yeah, it's gonna go for Toxic Spikes. That's fine with me, honestly. I could be that guy and just go for Sludge Bomb here, anticipating another or anticipating the switch into the Chandelure right now, because it's a major possibility, and I can hope for the poison on that, which will allow me to cripple it more. But do I want to do that is the real question. Because obviously I can't switch in Flareon under these circumstances because the Toxic Spikes are up. He puts my Azumarill on a timer too, effectively, if he gets the second layer up, which is kind of what I don't want. So with that said, I think we're going to go for a second layer of spikes, because we need to be able to punish what he does. Okay, he's going to go into Chandelure. He's definitely going to go into Chandelure right here. Ghostface, yep, what did I tell you? Okay. Now, obviously, yeah, I'll have to take a round of poison, which would suck. But he takes a round of spikes, and he doesn't get a second layer of poison spikes, which is good for me. Now, he could go for Shadow Ball, which I think is actually his most freest move he can go for here. What does Roserade do in the long run here? I kind of need Roserade for Clefable. Flareon kind of doesn't do much, especially if I don't predict the Shadow Ball correctly here. But I don't have much switching for Shadow Ball, truth be told. So, but wait, if this thing goes for Shadow Ball, we can determine if it's scarfed or not. Also, why the hell is this controller not moving right? That was up with my controller. Okay, Flareon. We're gonna go to Flareon. We're gonna take Toxic Spikes, but it's the first round. If we get the fire move correctly here, that'd be great. If not, rip me. Yeah, I'm gonna take Toxic Spikes. He is gonna go for Shadow Ball, because unfortunately Shadow Ball is the easiest move he could go for here. Unfortunately, I can't really switch out either, honestly. So I might actually have to let Flareon go down here. He does have Ferrothorn, though, which is kind of what I need the what's it called for? But I'm going to have to let this thing go down. You know what? I think I'm going to let this go down, actually. I'm going to just try to go for Bite now. Shadow Ball, okay. I don't know if this thing is Scarf, though, or not. I could send in... Actually, I'm gonna send in Rose Raid. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna send it in. Because what I want to do is see if this thing actually has the... if this is Choice Scarfed. And if it's not Choice Scarf, we simply switch out and go... Or actually, we can go for a third layer of spikes here. Yeah. I'm gonna set up a third layer. You are Scarfed, okay. Okay. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. He is Scarfed too, by the way, so... That is kind of scary, actually. Scarfed? I actually don't have much for that, actually. So the question now is... Do I want to just send it... Okay, let's see. I'm afraid of his... Oh no, his Magneton is going to take spikes, so... I just need to find the opportunity to set up with... What's it called right now? So, okay. I think this is going to... This is kind of do or die. But I think what I have to do right here is actually... Let Rose Ray go down 2. Then bring in Azumarill and set up. Because I feel like I should be able to take one Shadow Ball. But I'm just going to go for Sludge Bomb right here. Gonna lose Rose Ray 2. And, yeah. This thing isn't Sash, so I'm gonna send in Azumarill real quick. And I'm gonna just set up the Belly Drum. Hopefully, I think I did put enough Spadef on this thing. Yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't do over half, because if it does, then that's gonna suck. If he switches in the Magneton right away, we're going to have to just hope we can actually take it out in one hit after, what's it called? My bad. Okay, he's going to go into this, which is going to take Spikes damage and then Burn, and then Knock Off. We're going to set this up. If we can't sweep with this, we may actually lose this for losing 2 Mons. One that can take on Clefable and one that can take on the Ferrothorn. So, yeah. But this thing at +6 should be able to take out everything. I just need to go for knockoff right here. Knockoff at +6. This thing is probably holding an item too. And if this thing has the... He does not have the Poison Guard thingy. The Protect that poisons you. Oh, it lived and then went for Haze? Oh, that's whack. That is actually super whack. I did not see Haze, and on top of that, I didn't even expect this thing to live. But it lived. It lived. Toxapex is gone, but yeah. I can still take out the Chandelure, though. If he sends out Obstagoon, we're going to have to go for the attack straight up and then the Aqua Jet. Because, if that thing is Guts and we switch out, it might actually do us in quite a bit. But man, I set up this sweep and I thought I could at least take out the Toxapex with a knockoff. But no, shit lived. Did I even knock off an item? Maybe it didn't even have an item and I didn't pay attention to that. I don't know. Okay, the switch in here is obviously going to be the Magneton though. Yeah, the Magneton. He's going to Volt Switch obviously. I think the only thing I can do now is put this thing in range. Hold on, let me see. Is my +6 actually gone? It's gone, yeah. Yeah, it's gone. So I have to switch out obviously. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of switch-ins now because I let Rose Raid go down. Rose Raid was like at least immune, or not immune, but it resists the Volt Switch, but now... I think I had to switch in Dragapult here. Even if he goes into... I'm trying to go into Dragapult. This control is weird. I don't know why. We're going to switch out. If he goes for a Volt Switch, we're just going to simply Shadow Ball. If he goes into Clefable, that's going to be annoying though. Especially because we lost Rose Raid. Like now we don't really got much for Clefable. The goal was to take it out with Azumarill, but it got hazed on. Because it freaking lived. I thought it would not live, especially after 3 layers of spikes. Or was it 2? I don't remember. Sorry. You are forgiven. But, yeah. We're gonna Volt Switch here. Yeah, we don't got much for this Clefable. That's the thing that sucks. We don't got much for this thing. I'm gonna just U-turn. I don't want to lose this thing right now. This is a Magikarp Clefable, so we could have definitely taken this out if we could have kept the +6. But unfortunately, we didn't, so I think I have to send in Skarmory. Yeah, I have to send in Skarmory now. I want to see if I can at least take out 1 more Mon before we go down. Like, 2 more Mons. So that we lose at least 3-0. Why does this do so much damage though? Hello? Okay. I want to phase this out. Hopefully you don't have Flamethrower. If you have Flamethrower, we're kind of screwed. You have Flamethrower. Fuck. Why do you have everything? What the hell am I going to do to this thing? Okay, I guess I'm going to have to just go into a Azumarill then. Okay, yeah, we're going to go into a Azumarill real quick. Right now the problem is looking to be that Magneton, because the Magneton's the reason why I can't get anything going right now. So we're just going to go for the Liquidation real quick. Liquidation. Why the hell is my controller not... Liquidation. Jeez, what's up with this controller? This controller doesn't want to cooperate with me. He might be that guy and just switch in Ferrothorn, but if he does that, I'm just gonna knock off, honestly. He switched this in. Is this Eviolite? No, but we're gonna Aqua Jet it anyway. Even if he goes in the Ferrothorn, we just knock off immediately afterwards. Okay, he's gonna let this go down. Hopefully he dies. Thank goodness. I was like, that shit live, but no, we're Gucci there. Okay, if we can take out 1 more Mon, we can lose 3-0 if anything. This thing wants to hard body me now though. I lost Skarmory, which I kind of had a little trick up for this thing, but now I kind of don't. So what I'm going to do now is... Good question. I don't know. Dragapult can't do anything to that thing. I kind of need a Azumarill for the Scarf Chandor, so we're just going to have to hard send in Heracross here. I may have to predict. I may have to predict the Clefable to come back in, because that thing doesn't take any damage, honestly. Okay, he's gonna take a Power Whip. Okay, this thing can go for Gyro Ball. It can definitely go for Gyro Ball. But I want to see if I can predict him, and I'm gonna go for the Smart Strike, because yeah, I'm kind of behind. And I need some damage on that, because otherwise I won't be able to do much to the what's it called? He could also switch in Chandelure, honestly. He could. Should I predict it? I'm gonna try to predict it. Again, he could go for Gyro Ball, especially if he has the Chopo Berry to take close combat. He just can retaliate with Gyro Ball, but I already clicked Smart Strike, so if he stays in, then I messed up, obviously, but he stayed in. Fuck. He probably has it then. Iron Barbs. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Hold on a second. He set up rocks, but that's whatever. Like, a lot of my team doesn't really care about rocks right now. Although I will get withered down, that's the thing. I'm gonna go for close combat, even if he goes into Chandelure, just because, yeah. I need to, like, pressure. Plus, I'll be able to send out the, what's it called, very well. Okay, he's gonna switch out into the Clefable, isn't he? Oh yeah, fuck, he went into this. This has heavy duty. Wait, oh, I was about to say he has heavy duty boots because he didn't take any damage. Probably should have gone for knockoff there. Could have probably put myself in a very good position there, but it was a little risky, obviously. I think I could take... Yeah, because I kind of need Heracross, so I'm going to switch in this right now. But I think I lose no matter what, though, because Obstagoon's still there, and I don't really got much for that. The only thing I had was a Azumarill at +6, but again, that shit got hazed. As soon as, like, I knew that as soon as I set up the +6, if I lose it in any way, shape, or form, whether I got KO'd early, or if I just got hazed or anything, or phased out, I would have lost. So it was a risk that I took that didn't really pay off, unfortunately. So we're just going to go for the Aqua Jet here. If he switches back, yeah, he's going to switch back. He's going to take rocks damage anyway, so. Or not rocks, the what's it called? He's going to take the spikes damage. And yeah, that's going to hurt. I still live, so I can still at least knock this thing off so it stops recovering with leftovers. So I'm just going to knock off, because I already lose this to rocks anyway. Just go for the damage. Okay, now here, this is a good question. He had the Gyro Ball. See what I tells you? He could have done that to my Heracross, but he didn't do it for some reason. Okay, now if this guy doesn't do anything scummy, we could actually take out this Ferrothorn, and then we'll just lose 3-0. I hope that's what he does. But now I don't have anything to take out the Chandelure, though. So the only thing we're going to do right here is go for the... Shadow Ball. Yeah. We're going to go for Shadow Ball. This should take it out. There's no way this thing lives. Although, if this lives... Yeah, if this lives, Dragapult sucks officially. But yeah, it takes it out, so that's good. And with that, we're gonna lose 3-0 most likely here. Took out Ferrothorn. Damn, though. Okay. Yeah, this thing just Moonblast the entirety of my team. So with that said, we're just gonna have to Shadow Ball this. Shadow Ball this to see if we can maybe take out the Clefable as well. Okay, we're gonna lose that. We're gonna lose that. Send out this. And this, like, hopefully he doesn't switch into Chandelure predicting this, but if he does, then rip me. Smart Strike. Who knows? Clefable might actually live this just because this isn't stab, honestly. But let's see. Do you live this or nah? You do. Oh no, wait. That 1 HP though. Okay, so we're gonna lose 2-0. That's actually fine. Yeah, because Scarf Chandelure is a thing, obviously, so. And I'm already low enough that Shadow Ball can just take me out from here. And even if Chandelure doesn't take me out for some random ass reason, there's still Obstagoon. This is a match where I just guarantee lose no matter what I do. Yeah. I think I got too hasty in getting that belly drum up, but I really thought that I could just like sweep. Like I thought knockoff would be enough to take out the Toxapex from where it was at, even after max defense. But alas, so yeah, it is what it is, obviously. Let's try to knock it off. Maybe he actually goes for Fire Blast to be greedy. Oh no, he has Flamethrower instead, so playing it safe 100% of the time. Makes sense. Okay. So we are going to lose, but we're just going to lose 2-0, so that's not a big deal, I guess. But yeah, we did lose. Again, if I actually like maybe played it a bit more safe, maybe if I actually saved the sweep for after crippling the Toxapex a bit more, maybe we could have done something. But I don't know. It was kind of hard to switch it around this guy, especially because he brought Magneton. Like Magneton, the fact that it has Volt Switch and I didn't bring any immunities pretty much put me in a really tight situation. It pretty much gave him opportunities to have a lot of momentum, basically. Which, in my case, I couldn't do any of it because, for one thing, the Dragapult, which had U-turn, was too fast. It was gonna give my opponents momentum, even if I tried getting momentum myself, obviously. I'd have to predict him to switch out, which I guess on Dragapult, like in most cases, he wouldn't want to switch out because a lot of the stuff that he had could kind of 1v1'd. So, again, it was just kind of hard for me. I think it got harder when he brought the Magneton, honestly, because I think if he didn't bring the Magneton, I think we would have been able to do stuff still. I might not have won, but it might have been much closer than a 2-0. But there was also that chance that we could have won, you know? But yeah, nonetheless, GG's to the Mountain High guy. He is actually proving his CSS score to be, you know, like true, you know, like he's proving himself to be a worthy adversary, obviously. I'm not saying that the opponents that preceded me were, are anything inferior or anything like that, because they almost did beat me, obviously. It was just like, they were just a bunch of do or die situations. And the second match, I think I got lucky too, honestly, with that miss from the Bolt Strike thingy Mobobber from Victini. But yeah. Either way, that's going to be week 3 for the PAC League. Hopefully people liked it, and stay tuned for week 4 whenever we get to it. For now, just take it easy and have yourselves a damn good one.